This state had 98 serial killings from 1992 to 2019 and also gave us the despicable Donald Leroy Evans, a remorseless predator who preyed on the young and vulnerable in parks and rest areas, claiming anywhere from 3 to over 70 victims in total. Violent crime would also be the end of Evans' life after he was arrested and convicted when fellow prisoner Jimmy Mack stabbed him to death during a prison altercation. Live by the knife, die by the knife. But Evans looks downright chill compared to our next killer. Number 35, Kansas. Population 2.9 million. Homicide rate 5.8. Dorothy Gale's home state is responsible for 181 serial killings from 1992 to 2019, and also one of the most twisted, murderous masterminds in American criminal history, Dennis Rader, also known as BTK, his self-given nickname standing for Bind, Torture, Kill. Yeah, he's an edgy one. BTK murdered at least 12 people, with 2 more suspected, living up to his namesake with brutal home invasions that he pulled off with intimate knowledge of his victims' security systems. He even taunted the police about his murderous escapades, getting caught when he flew too close to the sun, and his correspondences led right back to him. Would you believe our next killer is even worse? Number 34, Arkansas. Population 3.1 million. Homicide rate 11.8. We're starting to see statewide murders climb, as Arkansas had 143 serial killings from 1992 to 2019. One particularly gruesome killer was Ronald Gene Simmons, not to be confused with the frontman of Kiss, a mass murderer who annihilated his entire family and several others, totaling 16 victims, over the course of 1 week in 1987. Simmons was a monster before he snapped and went on his killing spree, having long carried a campaign of abuse against his family. He shot, drowned, and strangled all of his victims, achieving the dubious honor of being Arkansas's most prolific killer and the perpetrator of its worst mass shooting. Number 28, Oregon. Population 4.2 million. Homicide rate 5.1. Oregon is a beautiful state to visit, despite playing host to 175 serial killings from 1992 to 2019. One of its most infamous was Jerome Jerry Brudos, known alternatively as the Lust Killer and the Shoe Fetish Slayer. Care to hazard a guess as to why? Brudos abducted and killed 4 people across 1968 and 1969, strangling his victims in either his car, basement, or garage, after which he would dismember most of his victims, in some cases keeping the feet as souvenirs for later. Yes, that's why he was the Shoe Fetish Slayer. Now, how about a killer who is truly prolific? Number 27, Kentucky. Population 4.5 million. Homicide rate 8.3. The proud state of Kentucky can boast 212 serial killings from 1992 to 2019, and one of its most prolific killers was a hospital orderly, Donald Harvey, another classic angel of death, who ended the lives of anywhere from 37 to 87 people. He started off easing the pain of his victims, but in the end he was killing his victims for the sheer love of it. He smothered victims with pillows, poisoned them with arsenic, cyanide, and morphine, turned off life support, killed with coat hangers and tainted medicines.